Welcome, Andra, to this Reconnective Talk.
Thank you very much, Cristina, for inviting me.
Andra, how come a mechanical engineer mind, how you were able to integrate these frequencies in such an extraordinary way?
Well, and all started from reading the book. The book is this book, probably you all know about this book. It is Reconnection, Heal Others, Heal Yourselves by Dr. Eric Pearl. Actually, this lecture of the book moved, touched, and inspired me deeply because I discovered that finally we have a simple, natural, and unique possibility of healing and rebalancing us at all levels. And the fact that moved me the most was this aspect, that this work is available to everyone. And this really moved me. So the short version is that I was so enthusiastic. So I read the book from the beginning to the end, no stop. And after I finished, I went to the publisher house, bought 12 books and gifted to the first people I met because I was really very enthusiastic. And the second thing is the same day was to search where is the first training program of this school. I didn't know what it is, but I wanted to have it. And I discovered that the first training program was scheduled in Miami, Florida. November 2006. And believe me, I wouldn't remember such things with such precision as this. So I registered, I booked my flight, my accommodation and everything. But it seems that it wasn't to be then, because when I went to the embassy to get the visa in order to travel in US, they refused my visa. So I was very upset. I felt like a victim for a few days, but after I finished this state of consciousness, I have the following reaction. I emailed to the Reconnection office asking them if they plan to come in Romania too. Okay. And guess what? I received an automatic reply, probably automatic, saying that if you want to be co-sponsor of the Reconnection in Romania, you have to do this, 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 and this. It was something like 15 things that an event organizer is doing normally, which I haven't been before. It wasn't my domain of activity. But guess what? I replied and said a single word. It was yes, without thinking.
Did you receive the session?
No, because in Romania there weren't practitioners. So there were no practitioners. And the Reconnection entered in Europe, provided the training programs probably in 4 countries at those times. This is because they refused my visa. And then now, of course, after that, I was looking back and I was so thankful to that lady who refused my visa.
It's amazing.
I provided the addresses of hotels, contact details, everything, and I produced the students because they didn't have somebody. And everybody came. It was 165 people at the first program. It wasn't small for Europe, but it was something. Were people who came because they were my friends, my clients, people who knew me. So it wasn't, I didn't know how to advertise anything. Yes, it's so beautiful, but at those moments I didn't realize. Only looking back, I see how many synchronicities and how things gathered to help me, to support me. And I'm very grateful.
You are coming from being a licensed therapist in bioenergetics.
Yes.
What was the difference between what you were doing and this book? Can you give an example of a thing that you felt to be sure that it was really that? Because you are a very wise person, very serious.
And very calculated.
You have a scientist mind, right? Yes. So what did happen?
Well, actually, what determined me to act like this from my instinct were the differences between this possibility of healing and evolvement compared with other energetic healing possibilities. And the first thing, as I mentioned, it was the fact that it's available for everybody. There's no need to have special gifts or to be a special person or to be a vegetarian, or it's for the normal people as we all are. And if you see me speaking to you today, this is the fullest demonstration that it is for normal people as I have been. And I am now. So it's very appropriate for these times and for the level of humanity where we are now. Another thing that moved me and create my enthusiasm, it was that it's not about having rules. It is not a therapy. It is not healing through belief. It is a free form in which we are expressing ourselves, our unity with the person we are working for and with these amazing frequencies. For me, is unique.
That
And I
was,
resonated with it.
you said yes, but then what did
Well,
you do?
well, when I received, after I sent that yes, it was like waking up. What am I doing here? I don't know what to do here, but imagine that I did. So I actually was a co-sponsor. It is the term on those times. And I helped creating the first training program in Romania before I was a practitioner. So I kept my enthusiasm at the fullest level all the time. And I was so looking forward to train myself and to become practitioner.
So
But
you
I
had
waited for 8 months.
how was the thrill in being there?
Well,
How was the
it was really, really, really amazing. It was much more than I expected. I realized that being trained in this possibility, I am able to go over some of my limits. And after that, I realized the fact that I started with that yes, reply yes.
Mhm.
I started an ongoing process for me, which is gradual and which is continuous and which brings me joy and happiness. I remember a moment when I was working over one of my colleagues at massage tables when I realized and I really felt a huge gratitude for the fact that I am in this work. And I was really, really deeply moved to be one of the people who are going to provide this work to others and to support others and myself. It was like a moment of realization of my capability to do this.
And you created a vortex for you, but you also open a vortex in Romania. You have a big community of practitioners now in your country. How is it to have now such a great community, so many practitioners, and being now an international instructor? How do you feel in this path?
Yes, well, this is a very big satisfaction to be able to gather practitioners in a community. And it is like, if you invest, you receive back. So this is always. So it is some work to do, but it's a big satisfaction to see how people are growing. And my first goal in this is to make known for as many people as possible that we are a community and that we can really offer a huge support for people, a simple one, and available at any moment. This is my idea about community. And I see this community evolving all the time because I'm thinking that from these practitioners, I encourage them to go forward and to train themselves in order to become teaching assistant. And in this way, they are growing. They don't stay only at the office providing sessions, but they go forward, they learn more, and we learn more together. And my highest vision for them is to see some of them, or at least one, in the next 3 or 4 years, being able to teach the programs for Romania and not only. So this is my goal, and this is I am determined to help support taking place.
You are doing this for how many years now?
Or it's 15 years.
How was it in your private life the healing, the frequency in your private life?
Well, it
What was
is
the
a real,
impact?
it was and it is a real support. For my personal level, I will never forget the fact that in 2 or 3 personal health challenges, the only thing that helped me to rebalance were the reconnective healing sessions that I've done for myself, self-healing for myself, which was something amazing.
How would you speak to those who have their own passions, who don't see themselves as a practitioners? What would you say to them? What are the benefits that they will have having sessions and entering in this process and living in a live immersion weekend?
Be sure that each and every interaction is supportive and can ignite in yourselves something that maybe you never dreamed of. It was like me. It was my experience, and I cannot see things differently. After the reconnective healing sessions, each person receives exactly what they need to receive, which is sometimes, most of the times, different of their expectations. But I invite them to be trustful that the intelligence of the universe, the intelligence that created all of us, knows much better than us what we need. It's very beautiful and can create real openings in our lives.
What are your projects right now?
The first one experience we have in Bucharest, Romania, is scheduled on April 30 and 1st of May. And then we have in June an RCPP.
Thank you so much, Andra.
Thank you so much, with gratitude.